But we put this up in here. Okay, so now we've got a projectile block. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Nidd. Now I've been doing some work, so if you see here, look at this. So I've got the I split this junction. Gravity generator in the way. We're gonna do some more work today on the secret laboratory. Well, it's kind of wide open, so maybe there's something we can do with that to make it secret, but the laboratory nonetheless. And up here, what you see I've done is I've made a junction box here where I've got this coming down, winding into there, continuing back on over to where it used to go, and then also going straight down here, whoop, boom, down into here, and then wrapping around. Now I've added a ton of lights in here to keep it nice and bright so that you guys can see what's going on. I hope it's not too bright. It kind of feels like it might be a little bit too bright. Let's just fix that really quick. Lights, lab, maybe bring down the intensity a bit. That looks a bit better, yeah. So we got this coming right on into here. Now I wanted to do this, and you can see here I've done a little bit of work and laying out, and I've finished, you know, cutting a hole in here. And I've got this running right over here with a junction box all set up here, and a cargo container so we can get access to our stuff, right? That way we don't have to go running back and forth the entire time. So let's see here. So here's the basic layout that I was thinking about for this. So this is the walkway here that would go through and then back and around to here, and then this is like where you would stand and do the work. Now originally I was thinking that there wasn't going to be enough room for this. At least my testing didn't seem to think that there would be, but this is kind of looking like there might be enough room to kind of go around both sides now, which is kind of cool. So we'll build it this way and see what happens. If it goes out further this way than I expect it to, then we've also got this. So maybe I'll have control panels on both sides, or at least that you can walk around. Now we can't walk around this end here because this is, you know, the world is outside of that. Unless I bridge this here somehow. Maybe make it so that you can walk underneath it through right through there. But it doesn't really matter. It's just a dead end there. But so here's the basic idea. I just kind of laid out a little bit so that you can kind of get an idea of what we're doing here. Right? So this is going to be the construction bay here. I want these to be 2 tall and 3 wide as far as the welding bits are concerned. This is going to be the construction area right up here. And then down here, this is going to be where the grindy pit is. So if you don't like what you've built, you can, you know, jump on it down into the grindy pit bay and destroy it. And then up top is where we're going to have the projector. So this is the basic layout. And then I'm going to use some glass and stuff and, you know, make it so you can kind of look in here and it's kind of like a construction bay, right? You can watch it being built. So I think that would be pretty cool. So here's the basic layout. So the next thing we need to do is, here, let me just grab a few things because we want to build some more of these, right? And what do we need? Just steel plates to place those? Okay, yeah, so, oh, did I? Yep, I did. Let's grind that off because it's facing the wrong way. And just rotate. Oh, rotate the wrong way. I always pick the wrong way. Always pick the wrong way. Boom, like that. And then over here, we want to do the same thing here. That one is incorrect. And then over here as well, right? So I'm going to use 1 piston that can move it forward and back. And then we also need to put them up here, which I think might require us to... Yeah, it's all red still, and I don't think it's because I'm in the way. No, so we're gonna have to drill some of the roof out to get that in. And then down here, though, we need to put the grinders, and I want them to kind of be down a little bit, right? So that the tops of the grinders aren't sticking out like that, because then they'll interfere with that. So we want them to be down a block in there. So I'm going to need to put some scaffolding in there and then lay them all in. I just want to take a quick moment, I guess, to say thank you very much to Redstone One, who actually told me about the cryo chamber. So the tube in the back of the cryo chamber, and I did some research on this afterwards, But he mentioned in the comments that the tube on the back of the cryo chamber is for oxygen, right? So that when you stand in there, you are still able to get oxygen as well as energy. So that makes sense. Also, Elemental Blaze 79 was reminding me about a conversation that we had way back in early episodes of this, where I was trying to dig a hole into some of these asteroids out here, right? So that we could put stuff in them. You can see holes in some of them up there, right? He reminded me of a conversation that we had around being able to use station drills and pistons and stuff and drill straight through into these areas here. So if you wanted to check his comments out about his suggestions for that, I will leave a link in the comments, and they're very useful, and I totally forgot about them. But he also did mention that doing it the way I did it gives you that really cool kind of rock feel, because I am like this whole base is based on the idea that the rock wall is actually your walls, and I'm just using stuff where I have to for flooring and stuff. But I am going to leave it like this, as far as the look of the interior. We're going to clean it out a little bit in here. But thank you very much for all your comments. So now I think what we need to do here, let's see, let's maybe try and do a little bit of building on camera this time and see how that goes. What am I looking at here? Oh, the wrong things. So we want to basically to do this here. We kind of need. Let's just put one there and see if this looks good. We want the grinder block. So every time. Okay, yeah. See, that's kind of what I'm thinking. If we put them in here like that, then they're just kind of just along the top. I'm not going to fill them all in so that we still have like one hole maybe to get underneath it, because we're going to have to run the conveyor under here as well, right? So let's leave a hole right here, but this will give you the basic idea. I can always cut a hole in somewhere else too, or go down on the side or something like that. But yeah, let's do that. Let's fill it all in. Those will be there like that. That's the pit. That's the grinder pit. So now the next thing that I think would make sense. Now, I think I did test this, but we'll see what happens. So before we get building too much stuff here, let's get some glass or some windows, because I kind of want to put up a bit of a. I don't know which ones of these I need, but I want to put up a bit of a barrier on. Now these are going to be part of the same grid, so they shouldn't destroy. Oh, what am I missing? Girders. And this is why we have this right here. Yay! Gutters. Where are the gutters? Nope, those aren't the girders. Those are the girders. Just to kind of lay these down. Oh, it's a good thing those aren't on. So I think, because now this is the tricky part here, because I kind of want to have these like this as well, so that when you're looking, you're standing like up against these, right, and you're looking through the glass into this area, which means that I need to do the same thing over here if we want this to be like walkable on both sides. But then I also want to have this kind of like sectioned off here. Oh, am I out of girders? Or won't let me put it there now because of the... Oops. So that they don't fly around. Like if things are falling in there, I don't want it to fly around too much. But I guess we could just do it like that with these on either side. And then maybe these guys, if we remove this and this, and we do like a sloped in, that might look good. So if we grab these guys and lay them like this, right? So that they go kind of sloping in, makes it look like it's kind of falling into that. And we do that all the way around with the corner ones here. I think that might look pretty good. Huh? I like it. So let me do a little bit of work and kind of finish welding up some of this stuff. and I will come back and we'll do a little bit more of this construction. Okay, so I've done some work, and here you can see we've got this kind of all laid up so you can see in, and the stuff is built in the middle, and I've got the 2 layers of these welding guys as well. I need to say, I don't know if it was in the earlier bit, but if you hear a little bit of hammering and construction kind of work going on in this recording as well, they're doing renovations to my building right now, and it's I hope it doesn't come through too much, but if it does, I'm so sorry about that. It's the only time I can record, and they never seem to stop. So yeah, so if that's what you hear, I apologize for that, and that's probably it right there. Hope you don't hear that too bad. But yeah, so here is what this looks like at the moment. We got the grinder pit down here, and we've got the welding guys up here, and if we hit this button, that turns on all the grinders, which is nice. It doesn't grind down anything around it. I was a little worried because, let's turn that off, that's loud. Turn that off. Yeah, so I was a little worried that they would grind things down because of the, these guys here. They're sort of on a different grid and stuff, and I'm not exactly sure what the rules are for that, like if they're considered to be part of the same station or a different grid, if it'll grind it down. I think it will, but they must be far enough away. These guys here are all turned on with that there, and doop like that, and then these guys over here will come on in together and come to the middle piece, just like that. So now it's all ready for, whoop, oh, that's right, there's no gravity just right on the edge there. I'll have to fix that. And then they come back with that button. So we're getting close to being able to actually weld something up. The only piece missing now is to put the projector up top here. And also I need to connect, so I made a little hole over here. And you can get in. This is just how they're connected at the moment, but I need to put the conveyor system hooked up to this as well, right, so that we can get the stuff that it grinds back like that. Come on, out. There's some more of that hammering. Sorry guys, I wish that I could make that stop. I can't. But yeah, so that's kind of what's left to do in here. So let me, I guess, kind of put that together, and then we'll try building, like once we get the projector going, we get this stuff going, and we'll try and actually build a one of those little bots in here and just see if it'll actually work. So I will be right back. Okay, so a little bit more work has been done. I've made these pillars on either side that go straight up, and then these guys here now. They don't look so hot, so maybe we need to do something on this end to like round it out maybe. I'll have to look in some of the new blocks maybe, as well as I put some lights up here, and I put this rotor block here, did the same thing on both sides. Now the trick here, oops, let's we need to grind down the head only, and this bug here has been annoying me constantly throughout this build. Sometimes you'll try and grind something down, and I'm sitting there grinding, like trying to find every which angle as I can, and it will not grind. Really annoying. So new small ship. And the same thing sometimes happens with welding. Let's put this right in the center, and then I want to put a small rotor on top of that. Oh, it's backwards. There we go. Let's weld this up. Is the head built? Rotor, because I want to get rid of the rotor, but I want to leave the head. So we need some small steel tubes for that. But let's see. Okay, so if I just delete the rotor and delete the landing gear, and can I still don't have small steel tubes for that. Okay, so now we have this contraption set up with a floating block. Let's see if I can make this magic happen. So we want to go into here. We want to find the rotor. This is the new rotor. Might as well just rename it the labs rotor. And it's going to be for the projector. And we need to hit the attach button. And voila! It's in there, but it's doing strange things. Maybe it's because it's not fully built. Let's go get some of those small steel tubes. Small steel tube. Is it gonna let me build it? Yeah, I don't know if it was because I bumped it or because I finished building it. One of the two things made that stop jiggling. So now we want to build this guy here on top of that because I want a small. Now I think I'm not sure. Like it looks like we got more than enough room here, so let's make this the front again over here. Now I should really look this up, but I keep forgetting to about what each of these things mean. So I think that the cross should be on the bottom, but I want that line to be in the front, and I don't know if that's right. I'm guessing, totally guessing. But we put this up in here. Okay, so now we've got a projectile block that's held up in the middle of there. So now we should be able to actually put a projection in this deal. So let's go find the projector block. Projector lab. And let's find a blueprint. Here's our alien. This is the alien that I built in the live stream, I think. Yeah, because there's still, this is my local ones. I think we still have the one from Redstone 1. Yeah, here's the one from Redstone 1. So let's just start. We're going to build both of these, but let's start with this just to set. Multiple grids cannot be supported on. Oh no. Okay. This might all be in vain. If I go to here, let's see, is redstones is probably also on multiple grids. Yep. So this isn't gonna work. We're gonna have to build this thing manually, and we can't even use a projector to build it. Anyway, let's use this anyway to just position something in here, and then you can get the gist of how this would work. So if I go, oh yeah, I've got junk laying around. So like we could put a whole bunch of these button panels down as well, right, to adjust everything. But maybe for now, just for simplicity's sake, let's just put down a control station. That's what I was looking for. I don't know if it's any different than if it was a command seat, but, or sorry, command seat, flight seat. Okay, we'll stick it. And we need interior plates. So interior, construction, motor, display. So interior, I guess we can put that away. Interior, construction, motor. Oh, we need displays. There we go. Let's put this down. Right there. And we'll just, oh, I don't have enough computers. Run! Get some computers! And bonk. There we go. And this is why I wanted... Oh, build you. Thank you. So now let's get into the seat.
Station fuel low.
Uh-oh. Station fuel low. That's new. Ah, okay. Can I actually... Oh, wow. This is not working as I was hoping to see it. Can I actually? It was
station fuel low.
okay. Okay. There. I think that'll be good enough. Oh, the station fuel is really low, I guess. Okay. Let's now go into the G menu, and we're looking for the projector. And we just wanted to kind of move this thing around, right? So increase the horizontal, this one, the vertical, that one, and that one, and last but certainly not least, that one. Okay, so now if I just was to play with these, right? So that moves that down, and then we bring it in, right, so that it's kind of like centered. I think that might be good. Of course, I can't move around too much. Nope, looks like it needs to go down a little bit down more. Oh, that's not down. So like maybe something like that. Right, so now that we've got it positioned in there, now we'd also need to have this, I'd have to, it's not in there properly. That needs to go in a lot more. But you'd also have to refit this thing with like an umbilical cord that could reach to this guy here. And then we would bring it in and we'd do it. But it looks like I'm going to have to figure out maybe how to build this thing in pieces so that we can build like the core and then just build on the rest of it. Something like that. But yeah, so here's the basics of it. Looks like we've got I don't have the stuff underneath hooked up yet, but that's easy enough to do. And then there needs to be some like, prettying up and everything around here that would need to get done. But it's kind of, it kind of has the basics of everything put together here. And this is hooked up here. Oh yeah, so I still have to hook up this one over here too. So I'd have to run that. Probably the best way to do that would be to, when I run the thing underneath, I can run it right up into this one as well from the other side. But yeah, it's kind of a neat idea here with this. It's all put together. It's too bad about these multiple grids. It seems really too bad that projectors can't do multiple grids, but that stinks. One last thing that I do need to discuss with you guys as well. So maybe I will talk to you about that while let's see if I can actually talk and chew bubblegum at the same time. So if I go down here, I'm going to have to connect this stuff up. So if I pull up my drill, I kind of want to run it right underneath and then up over to here, right? So if I just drill like this. Do I have my lights on? Yes, I do. Okay. I want to run it straight through the middle. I hope I don't drill through the floor here. Or, maybe if I could actually drill at all. But yeah, that'll work. So the news that I need to talk to you guys about and let you know, let's turn my jetpack on, is that this server, the whitelist server that I'm working on, all of this stuff that we're doing, we're talking about doing a reset, right? So I don't know exactly when this is going to happen. It's probably going to be soonish. But we're doing a reset, and we're trying to get the YouTubers that are in our group to all kind of get on board and start this all afresh together right from nothing. So from scratch. Which, there's going to be one of the reasons I think that Boris and I have held on to this for so long is because we really have built a lot of things, and we didn't want to just kind of throw it all away. But I think it might be time. I think it's time to actually do the reset because we are getting some interest of other people wanting to join back in and do some stuff again in this, right? And I would love to have more multiplayer action. Like if you guys remember in the beginning, we did a bunch of multiplayer action with different people. There were some pranks going on. We were having quite a bit of fun. And I'd love for that to continue and do more of it, right? So, but we kind of need to, there's some new members as well as I don't know how much I should be discussing about this yet, but inventory full. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea, and let's just get rid of all of this in here while we're at it. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that this series will not go away, but we're gonna do, I guess, like a season 2. I guess that's what you can call it. And we'll be starting all over, and which is sad in some ways because there is still a bunch of stuff that I wanted to do in this one. I could take this one offline, right, and do like a single player kind of stuff on it too. I might do that, but it just depends on how busy I am, because these series, the Space Engineer series, the building series like this, they do take quite a bit of time, and I only have so much time to do things in. But yeah, like maybe even just to finish up some of the stuff that we'd worked on, you know, over a little bit of time here, getting maybe the transportation system going, finishing off this room, maybe getting some of the alien air vent stuff going on. But who knows? I might just have to, whenever we decide to do the reset. Like there still might be a few more episodes on this server. I really have no idea. So this might be the last one before the reset, or we might still have a few weeks before we do the reset. I'm not exactly sure, but I wanted to give you guys a heads up that might be happening. So if all of a sudden, when you watch the next episode of the Nidd, you're not going, oh my goodness, what's going on? Where did everything go? Because that might be the case. And we'll see if I can find some time to maybe continue on some of these other projects, or maybe just take this offline and do it as like might not be quite as Let's Play. Like if I do that, it might just be more like I do some work on it, I get some stuff working, and I just do like a display, if I even have a chance to get around to doing that. So one last thing I think I should mention as well is we also have done some discussions. Oh, the power in the station is gone. I'm gonna have to fix that. But I'm completely out of uranium, it looks like. Isn't that interesting? But yeah, so I just thought I'd let you guys know that. And this base as well, like, oh yeah, I can't, there's no gravity, there's no power. This base as well, with everything that's in it, and all of, you know, the what's it called? The Barack Obama platform and everything that we have out here, all this stuff, we're not going to just toss this server. So even if there's no more Let's Plays on this, and again, I'm not sure if that'll be right away or a little bit of time. So there might be still some more on this before we do the reset. But the plan is still to use this world for other purposes. So we might actually be doing some survival games or some different things in here, using it as a playground, where we load it up and we do a game in here, a big game where we try and kill each other, or where we do missions, or who knows what, right? But that is one of the plans for this map as well. So don't be worried. The map will be around. You will see some more stuff. So I think it'd be really fun to do like a deathmatch type thing on this server, where everybody's running around and you can hide in these bases and you can fight it out, duke it out. So that might be really fun. But anyhow, I think with that, we'll leave you with a base that it's kind of fitting that it ran out of power right for this episode. It's kind of funny, but I will let you guys go, I guess. I'll do some more work on this offline as well. Let me know your thoughts on all of this stuff in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, whether it be Season 1 or Season 2. We will see you then. Goodbye.